What up, mangakas? I'm finally back with another video. It's been a while since I stopped doing my reviews on Super Smart Bone. I think I'll just wait for the manga to be complete and give my thoughts on the entire thing. So, yeah. Anyway, this one's a unique review. I'm officially reviewing the first part of the JoJo manga, Phantom Blood. Now, I did already review the anime version, but I do plan to redo those reviews. But I'm gonna wait till the final half of part 6 comes out. Then I'm gonna rewatch them in Japanese and give a full series review. That way, get a better sense of the original versions. To become a true JoJo fan, appreciate the Japanese voices in the JoJo games. So yeah. Now this manga is much longer than the anime version of Phantom Blood. 44 chapters. While the anime only had 9 episodes. How the hell can they adapt 44 chapters into 9 episodes? Don't ask. I really don't know. I'm curious now why Araki was... Anyway, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures was created by Hirohiko Araki, written in the late 1980s. JoJo's over 35 years old regarding the JoJo game that came out about All-Star Battle Royale R. Also means remaster. I didn't include the cast from the anime. But it released back in 2013. So I'm currently had to recast Palmer as well. Why? As I said, came out in 2013. The Part 3 anime just started at that point in time. So they're not gone to the chariot fights yet. They haven't gone to Palmer's introduction yet. So since we've already been introduced to JoJo, Joseph, and Abdo, along with Kakuin. I'll go more detail when I review Part 3. Oh god, that's going to be a long one. I also part of the review Part 2. They're going to be super long. Longer than this. God. I don't hate the manga. I'm just not that type of manga reviewer. I like reading manga, yes, but manga did not get adapted into anime yet. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe because I like the movement, the action Shonen Jump. And just seeing it in manga form. So, I don't know. But I vow to read every part of the JoJo manga. Right now, part 6 on the Shonen Jump app. It's called the Chapter 40. The Courtyard storyline. Part 1, of course. Now, if you watch part 6, you know that's where the first half ended. Around episode 12. So, probably when I be reading this part, the part will be over, probably. Or probably not. I may have to read the fan translated version. That's the only way, probably, that I don't have to wait to do the entire view. You know what I mean? I've become to appreciate JoJo. It's one of the most well-known stories out there. Alright. That one's the best story of the entire JoJo series. I also want to talk about a concept I came up, an idea I just brought off recently from my own shonen style stories. I'm not going to write it on the event now. I mean, what if I'm going to come up with concepts. Like, what if there's a shonen style series that focuses on a special hyperalized police force? Yeah. And the idea would be it's set in the 25th century, in the future. I mean, you can probably get a time travel story. I think I'll work proof on that. But I said you come up with your own concepts for a shonen series. You really do want to. I mean, I'm curious what you have ideas for. Anyway. Not talking. Let's go on to review Phantom Blood. So, I'm not going to go over the difference in the manga. YouTuber Hammond Beat's already gone all the differences with each part of the manga from parts 1 to 6 so far. Still got a third half. It's not yet come out. It's going to probably be a year before that. I hope it comes out early next year. That way, anticipation will be great. don't wait an entire year just to get the end of the other part. That way we can get to the part 7 adaptation. So, yeah. And part 7, and what I heard about the part 6 finale, it sets up the world of part 7. We still don't have any information on JoJo Lands, by the way. We don't know a lot. Yeah. Anyway, story introduces us to the central antagonist, Dio Brando. Since the series takes place in London in 1867, somewhere around the 1860s. Now, I don't know why Waggy decided to use the characters in London at all. You know why each every part? They've been to different countries. Each part's been set in different countries. Part 1, I just realised parts 2 and 4, 6, 7 stay in the same country, but in different locations. Part 1, England. Part 2, America. Part 3, Japan/Egypt. Part 4, Japan. Part 5, Italy. Part 6, America again. Dio's father is an evil person, a drunken bastard. Mason tells Dio to go live with a man who owes him a favor. Years ago, a crash happened. Dio, along with some woman he met, Dario, that's his dad's name, and some type of shit he picked up, went down, smashed in the crash. The buying whatever Bibles left, seeing a graphic imagery of the butler. It's gruesome. I do have the JoJo manga, but it's not in English, so I can read it. But I did plan to collect the manga someday. Anyway, the man's name is George Joestar. So, George thinks that Dario helped him, saved him, and owed him a debt. Dario used that to his advantage. And that's why he sent his son Dio after it, since he's dying. Then introduced to our actual protagonist, Jonathan Joestar. Who in the anime was played by John Leon Bosch. One of them played Ichiko Kurosaki in Bleach. Also played the role of Adam Park in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to Power Rangers Turbo. So yeah. Oh god, anyway. Anyway, Jonathan lived a normal life, even though he's rich. He met a girl that he'll get to more things later. But all that changes when Dio arrives. When he makes life hell for Jonathan. So yeah. Life has been tough for Jonathan. Even Dio turned his own friends against him. Dio, evil son of a bitch. During this tough days, he met Arena Pendleton, someone he helped early on in the story. So yeah, I have a habit of saying that a lot, don't I? Two fall in love and go on dates. They really do love each other. Dio does not want JoJo to be happy. Oh yeah, Jonathan's girl known as JoJo. Even his dad calls him that. Well, for consistency's sake, every time I read JoJo, I'm gonna call each JoJo by the actual names. So Jonathan. Yeah. After. Sorry about that, then. I deal with some type of dickhead. Anyway, um, anyway, Dio possibly kisses Arena. Even though Arena really does love JoJo, loves Jonathan. Yeah. And after that, celebrate her. And Jonathan forces former friends to tell her what happened. That sends Jonathan over the edge. He barges into the house, and he and Dio have a brawl. Where Jonathan notices a little detail. Now, the day his mother died, protecting him. I should have mentioned that, shouldn't I? I'm sorry. So yeah. I don't know. Oh, John, so yeah. They know something about the stone mask that was there that day. The day his mother died, someone his dad was bringing home before the accident. So I had to review. It's been a while since I last started reading the manga. Right. So the stone reacts to the blood. George catches them pregnant and punishes both of them. So Dio strikes back at Jonathan by burning his dog alive. Leaves Jonathan very angry. Going to wait until the day he can get back at Dio. The two plan to get back at each other one day. Years later, in 1888. That year sounds familiar. I'll get to that later if you don't know. Anyway. Jonathan and Dio playing rugby together. Seem like good friends, but it's just a facade. They're lying to each other as well about it. Anyway, monologues about the things that happened. Anyway, Jonathan wanted to be an archaeologist. He's been studying the mask for years. And plans to make a big discovery. Also, somehow his father's sick. Somehow his father's sick. Jonathan suspects Dio. Anyway, while putting the book back after done researching, he finds a letter that's from Dario, Dio's dad. Notes have been shocking. So he planned to test it. He confronts Dio about it. Their both fathers had same conditions in their illness. So Jonathan finds a clever way to get Dio to him yet. Swear on the life of his father that he's innocent. Something Dio cannot do. And prove Jonathan's point. He takes the poison. And makes sure only the servants give his dad his medicine. When he goes to London, to research it. Dio, but tries not to get caught. Stole mask from JoJo. So yeah. Anyway, all in London, John was ambushed by a bunch of crooks, but he beats the crap out of them, but didn't kill him. One of the leader of them is named Speedwagon. That's why didn't he kill him? John explains that they could probably have families too. They didn't want to take people away from them, no matter how they do. That act of kindness really touches Speedwagon's heart. Anyway, I get to mention. Anyway, Dio drinks all his worries away, but really he's nothing like his father. Besides a test of how the mask on two drunkards. One is already killed. The other becomes like a vampire, but it's destroyed by the sunlight. So Dio now has a weapon against JoJo. After that, they confront each other after JoJo rides home to confront Dio. Dio pretends that he's regretful, but Speedwagon, becoming out of respect with Jonathan, tells him that Dio's lying. He could tell a lie from a mile away. With all the evidence there. Also, JoJo's is there too, discovering the truth. So Dio, pretending to be taken away, pulls out a knife from the cast. Yeah, after the tries to stab JoJo, but his dad steps in the way to save him. But Dio doesn't care and uses the blood on the mask when he put on his face. Please quickly show him and he falls out the window on the balcony. Now he learns a shocking truth. George actually knew that the Aria was bad, but sorry to forgive him. He's just a nice man. And it's just sad that his trustworthiness got the better of him. It's a heartbreaking moment, but you don't really feel much for George because he's not around much. It's just a shame. Steve and Sergio had the problem with Tanjiro's family. Now they went around long, but they got killed off pretty quickly. So we don't get time to spend with them, we don't get to know them. It's only as the series goes on we know about them. But that makes you think, then why couldn't they give us that information from the flipping start? So yeah, I also do plan to rewatch all the seasons of all the seasons of Demon Slayer Japanese again. I did on Netflix, but I plan to rewatch them all in Japanese once again, including the Mugen Train movie, because I only watched that dubbed. Anyway, I will get back to Demon Slayer actually. I think I should sit down next to read the first part to be set to about finale arc. Anyway, what was I? Anyway, somehow Dio's come back to life as a vampire. And George Joestar's dead. So leaving the mansion's burning, Jonathan and Dio duke out. In the end, Jonathan claimed victory, but badly injured. But somehow, Dio survived, and he saw the Chinese man from before. Oh. He was nursed back to health by his former lover, person he loved when he was young, Irina Pemberton. After all these years, the two are finally united in love. Happy. The mansion is burned down. On a stroll, the clear night with Lena, Jonathan and Bronson meet some men named William Zeppeli. Or something like that, I forgot, sorry. Zeppeli's a mysterious man, and JoJo, he's destined to destroy Dio. Once that Dio's still alive, and destroy the stone mask. Jonathan isn't sure about that, but he demonstrates the power he has by punching a frog with some kind of energy comes on his hand. But the rock is destroyed, but the frog is alright. The power is called Hamon. And he's trying to teach it to Jonathan to take down Dio once and for all. So yeah, the two train. Meanwhile, Dio heads off to London with his new servant to claim some more people. Couldn't get on his side. Most dangerous man in British history, Jack the Ripper. This takes place in 1888, remember? And throughout that year, throughout a month, sometime, he spontaneously murders his species and just spontaneous murders on many prostitute women, and just mysteriously stopped. This concept is one of the reasons why I introduced making it part of the JoJo world, but I don't think that's what Jack the Ripper might have looked like. I guarantee couldn't keep him shadowed, because so they had to give a unique design to make him look different. I have paused in for that, admit. They go for a little leak. Anyway. So Dio gets the Ripper on his side by turning him into a vampire. And after training, Jonathan Zeppeli and Speedwagon head off to fake mine and stop Dio. On their journey, they go inside the tunnel when they're confronted by Jack the Ripper, which is a great test for Jonathan, and beats him. I'm skipping over most of the battles, by the way, to get this video quickly. Anyway. So yeah. With that, they head to some type of location where a young boy named Poco steals their luggage. After catching the boy, sees the boy was hypnotized and it's a trap by Dio. So, now they gotta do something. Show you about Dio. So Zeppeli and Jonathan bow. Yeah, but he's strong. He can freeze them so he block the Hamon. So he did get a bit of his origin, but I'm going to a little bit later to combine them together. Anyway, Dio thinks they're weak and sends out two people. The two dangerous soldiers who served under Queen Mary. Actually, Elizabeth I did not like Mary back in the 16th century. So, when I can't remember whose husband it was. I think it might be Elizabeth. Or the death of her husband. Elizabeth used that opportunity to slander Mary. Besides the two knights, everyone believes Elizabeth and turned against Mary. Thus, he was captured, was he thrown into the tower. Now Elizabeth had to deal with was the two soldiers. So she tells them to give up. They had no choice but to, since they only doing it for the queen, so she's trapped in the tower. When they planned to be executed, they were lied to. Elizabeth lied to them. Mary's already dead. The person in the tower is a fake. So before they died, they swear their revenge on her and all her descendants. So yeah. And that's why and Dio brought them back as zombies. They're dangerous. So Jonathan ends up facing the guy with, the first guy, the short guy with long hair. His hair is pretty impressive. So he was sucked blood too. So Jonathan had a struggle. The nice to be him. Out of respect. The soldier uses his blood and paints a P on his sword with luck. Now pluck. And gives it to Jonathan. It's a really brilliant moment. But the big guy disrespects his own friend. Saying he's weak and stuff. And how big he is. Before I had to use Hamon. So Jonathan and Zeppeli had to use Hamon and Reese to get out there. Whereas Zeppeli reveals a bit more about his backstory, but I'll go over the best part. How he knows it with mask. Basically, he was on a ship that carried the mask. But one of the people messed about with it and put on with must be into something and caused one of them to become a vampire. Killing everyone on the ship. Zeppeli must survive, and plus, the person who had the mask on was his own father. So ever since then he's been searching the way to destroy the mask. So that's why he comes to a temple and gets training. And he has a destiny. So yeah, you must find someone to destroy the stone mask. That's how he learned Hamon. Anyway, the big guy jumps at them. He managed to land while the guy crashes into the ground. John gets dragged inside of the tower, of the secret tower. Ends up his neck being attached to a chain, with a collar, saying to the big guy as a part of a test, So yeah, after Zeppeli recounts to himself about his destiny. So Poco, remember what his sister said, starts to be brave to find a way to help his sister, knowing that Jonathan's the only one that can do it. Causes like a small hell, getting the others in. Zeppeli battles the big guy, but ends up being split in half. But he gave last minute's energy to Jonathan, and Jonathan easily beat them with more over his band. So now, we head over to find Dio, to the village. From here they meet other Hamon users. Friends of Zeppeli and his teacher. One of them becomes important in the next arc. I'll get to that when I review that. Anyway. They gotta rescue Poco's sister. It's being held captured. Your Dio could kill her. Well, Dio's must kill her. Yeah, but as Amber gets stuck in his head. So yeah, Jonathan battles the guy, this zombie with snakes on his head. And he's in. Now the final battle is Jonathan versus Dio. It's a great fight, but not as good as fights that come in starting from part 3. So yeah. The others deal with the zombies. Jonathan battles Dio, and with clever thinking, wins. But Dio, while falling before his body to be consumed by Hamon, chops his own head off, where he's rescued by the Chinese man. But now, also one of them gets killed, by the way. The guy that tested Jonathan earlier gets killed by Dio. So anyway, we get a monologue about things that happened after that. The news reports that 4 people were shot with stone mask. Police are investigating them, but all the disappearances. But no one will know about the things that happened. In February, Jonathan and Rena got married and went on their honeymoon with everyone saying goodbye. You get a foreshadowing. Girls when Speedwagon's on display there, he runs it when he runs the dogs, he runs into people carrying a crate, carrying a type of coffee or something. Just someone's up a bit. Mate, they all wave goodbye to Jonathan and Rena, not knowing it'll be the last time they ever see him. They didn't seem happy. They seemed enjoying their honeymoon, but Jonathan spots the Chinese man there, goes up to him and finds out that Deal's still alive. Deal wants to go respect for Jonathan and wants his body. And Jonathan did try to dodge out of the way the laser eyes, but he's badly injured, even his boat's damaged. Jonathan uses all his last bit of hormone while Rena's watching, seeing the whole thing, and uses it against the Chinese guy killing him, and his using the hormone to destroy the ship. Rena's wanting to die with Jonathan, but Jonathan tells her to protect the baby that fell down. That baby's mother was killed. Now the manga specifically said it's a baby girl, unlike in the anime. So Rena managed to survive the boat while Jonathan dies, seemingly taking JoJo with him. We get a monologue about what happened. Jonathan Joestar, in his 20s, died on February 8th, 1889. It's just sad. But Rena survived. Well, and basically now it gives us saying a new era has begun. And that's where part 1 ends. I really enjoyed reading the manga, I really did. But I don't know, I think I prefer the animes more. But I think I'll read mangas and not yet be adapted to animes. Like other shonen manga that's getting an adaptation in 2023 or sometime in the future. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. We'll stay up to date all videos that comes out in the future on this channel. I do not know when I'm going to be posting the next video. But I'm going to definitely be reading Demon Slayer next. That's what I plan to do. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. I don't have an outro. This one either. Vex's Kill out.